Ta-da!
Sound.
Hello everybody. Welcome back here to the channel. I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on the internet, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all those places as the Bardic Knock. And the pirates. I'm fairly certain the pirates.
Probably.
I think we established that we're pirates.
Did we establish it enough though?
I don't know. Tough call, to be honest. But so we're here, and we're maybe doing pirating. We're here. We're playing the One Piece tabletop RPG. That's what we're doing. We're gonna have gay pirate fun.
It's true.
So, people, who are you? I'm going to start underneath me with Persephone and then go across the line. So it's going to go Persephone, Ashlyn, Jose, Noah, Lily. You all introduce yourselves and tell us where you are on the internet, what other cool stuff you're doing, and then we'll figure out what we're doing here today. So, shoot finger guns down to Persephone. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Persephone. I'm playing Captain King Rose of the Rose Pirates, and leader of our fun little crew. You can find me on the internets at Persephone Hime, and also in the Welcome to the Party Discord. You can also find me Thursday evenings at 9 on Hyperdrive on New to the Party. Where we play Hyperdrive, or rather, you can find us on the first Ember. Hyperdrive is the system, and it's a cool Star Wars game using a modified version of the Sigmata system from Sigmata. The signal kills fascists, and we kill space fascists. So yeah, I think it's fun. Y'all should come check it out.
All right. So you said that's Thursdays at 9, and that's on twitch.tv/new to the party, or is that
New to the party?
Yeah. So
yeah.
Go and check that out. That's awesome stuff. Moving one slot on from Stephanie, we have Ashlyn. Ashlyn.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn. I'm going to be playing Aoife Morgana. I'm on Twitter at Punk, and I do like art and stuff like that. I do like pirate, thing. Yeah, that. I feel like that's it.
That's fine. Look, whatever you have to say about yourself is more than enough. You don't need to worry that you don't have lots of interesting things, because you can just be an interesting person, and that's just as good. So, moving one on, we have Jose. Jose, I have no idea.
Hello. As he said, Jose. I'll be playing Manuel Padral Ribeiro. Maybe it's the other way around, I forget. Ribeiro Padral, yeah. And outside of this, I do not exist.
That's a terrifying concept.
Well, we're
You are the point. You are the point.
It's like you fall asleep, dream this stream, and then you wake up to a completely different world.
Is it kind of like how school teachers, when you're a kid, you're fairly certain they don't exist outside of the classroom? Okay, so that's Jose. Next we have Noah. Noah, who are you?
Well, my name is Noah. That one people already know. And you can find me at Twitter and welcome to the party Discord server at Oren Rune. And I'll be playing as Zagreus Phillips, a cyborg pirate. Because he knows he is a pirate because he has a pirate clothes. That's the thing. And you guys can also watch me in New to the Party channel, I'm playing in the campaign called Lingua Major, where the player are mostly an ESL people. And yeah,
That's
yeah.
I'm so terrible at keeping up with everything, so that's another thing I need to add to my list of stuff to catch up on. But I'm excited by that game. That's just a really cool concept from what I've heard people talking about. And finally, best for last, Lily, who are you? You're muted, I think, because I'm not getting any sound.
You're muted. Hi everybody. I'm Lily. You can find me around the internets at Lilypad Nebula. Right now I'm not in any other streamy stuff at the moment. Just right here, but I do other things like tweet and retweet a lot of things and stuff. Just stuff on there and working on things that I'm doing. Right today, I'm going to be playing Viper Zinnia, who is a Kuja and the ship's musician.
There we go. And we do also have a sixth person, but he is stuck at work. Hopefully he should be joining us as soon as he gets back from work, and I don't know. He'll message me and then I'll figure out how to mess around with stream stuff and slip him on in somewhere. So that's that. Okay, recap time. Previously on Gay Pirate Nonsense, you beat up some people and stole a map.
Yep.
And that's basically it. You then, off stream we decided, well, you decided, I didn't have anything to do with it. You wanted to go and check out the island Kai, which is renowned for having a large gladiatorial arena, and there's a bit of a seedy underground. There's some illicit and illegal gambling, and there's also it's just an interesting place to go and check out, and that's what you apparently all decided to do. So let me drag you all.
We would never do anything illegal.
No. Not illegal.
Never. Oh.
So, nope, not you. You shouldn't be there. There's a Marine in the Roll20 chat right now, keeping an eye on everything. Oh, he probably just left Roll20
temporarily kick them.
You can't kick him out of the game, but he can't see the map screen. He also can't hear us.
Okay. That's good.
You're on a different map to them, so you should all now be on this one. Did I miss anybody? Stephanie, Noah, Jose, Lily, and Ashley. Yep. So can you all see this map, the map of Kai?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we see it.
Yep.
It is very big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, your boat is not to scale, but you just need somewhere where you can see all of your tokens.
I mean, not yet. Someday.
One day we'll get there. So, obviously, you have approximately 1 day's worth of travel before you arrive here. Is there anything in particular you would like to do roleplay-wise or just mechanics-wise on the ship as you travel?
Let's see.
Are we going to Are we going to face some weather problem?
Not on this. This is pretty easy because this is just to get to the first place. I'll start doing weather stuff and more interesting navigational stuff for you after this first island. Because I know Navigator, you've got a lot of cool stuff to do with that.
Cool.
Yeah, because I got some what is it called? Feats, ocean currents, and weather patterns. So for weather patterns, it's basically telling me that I'll know when a storm approaching.
Yeah.
And on ocean currents, I'll just cut our travel time. So we'll get there pretty much.
Oh, yeah. How much does that cut the travel time down by?
It reduces the estimated travel time of your courses by 10%.
Okay, so instead of it taking 1 full day, which is about what I've said is the vague estimate, you can get there. Well, it's 10% of a day. It's 2 hours, so it'll only take you 22 hours. Well, 21 hours and 20 minutes to
Slightly
get
less
there.
than a full day.
Yeah, so it's less than a full day, just give or take. But I do have vague plans to do weather and navigating stuff for you in the future. This is just
That feat will be a lot more useful when it's like your travel time is 3 months.
yeah.
3 months.
You are already 1 day away from here because time and space allowed that to happen because convenience.
Yay!
Okay, so obviously you also have the map that you found. You liberated the map from those generic marines you came across. So if you want, you can study this map. You can have a look at it, and you can just kind of be like, oh, so what's going on? Where are the people? What's
I would like to study this map.
Okay, yeah. When you get a good look at it, the island seems to have a very strange geographic feature, being that there is a series of mountains splitting the island almost in half. And on one side of the island, it's very populated and very verdant and green and wonderful. And on the other side, it's kind of a desert.
Yeah, that's the rain shadow effect.
Yeah. So that's basically what you get. You do know that, looking at the map, there's some doodles on it, I guess, and information. Obviously, right in the center is the Grand Arena. On the back of the map, I don't know if someone left a bunch of notes for you to explain stuff. But, Grand Arena, hey, tournaments take place here, displays of gladiatorial strength. Also, check out potential illegal gambling rings based around this. There's a...
Well, I was gonna say it's funny because we stole this from Marines, so it's probably framed in like investigate these and solve these crimes, and so we're just like, oh, cool, we can do those crimes.
Yeah, we're gonna be gay and do crimes.
There is a city, basically next to the arena. The arena's just outside of it, and they're not very creative people here. They named it Colosseum City because there's a Colosseum.
Oh.
People are not creative in this world.
Apparently.
I mean, it's good to know like where you're going though, and like what to expect.
The cliff notes on Colosseum City is surprisingly it's all very positive. The people who live here, there's lots of trade, there's lots of merchant stalls and equipment and all kinds of supplies and things like that, mainly focused around how to fight stuff, because they mainly sell to people who go into the arena and they profit off of that. It does seem to have a very well-established hierarchy, politically speaking. There's no king, but there is a mayor who seems to basically be in charge. The notes don't have much on that, just, seems fine. No blatant or obvious corruption as far as us Marines can tell. Moving further south, the largest port is called the Port of Employment. Once again, super unoriginal names here. And it is called this because this is where people come and pick up mercenaries. Anybody who has done their fights at the arena or whatever, they head down to a Port of Employment and be like, hey, I've got an amazing gladiatorial record, you should hire me as an amazing mercenary. So it's not quite as financially solvent, but it's still relatively crime-free because it's filled with quite strong individuals, gladiators, mercenaries, yada yada. There is no official Marine presence here because you don't need Marines when you've got a bunch of gladiators hanging around. No one's going to start too much trouble. Off to the west from that, there is a large woodland, and that's called the Woodland of the Weakling. Local legends say, this is where the losers, the people who do terrible in the arena and can't get employed, they essentially walk off there and are never heard of ever again. So some say they just go out there and live the rest of their days as happy tree people. Some say they've go in there and get killed by ferocious animals. No one knows because nobody has cared to go and find out. Because I don't want to go and explore dark, spooky woods, personally.
I do.
So
All those weaklings might have enough treasure for us. We can salvage their stuff.
yeah, so,
I'm less concerned about the treasure, but more like if we go in there and kick everybody's ass, then we've just grinded a whole bunch and we'll be super strong, and thus we'll be able to kick everyone in the arena's ass.
Damn.
We are the prey in this forest.
so that's all
We
the
will be the predators in the forest.
that's all the eastern side of the island. The western side, which is basically desert and not particularly inhabitable, there are two major features. One is a set of ruins. At one point, it was maybe like a temple or some big ceremonial place. That has now been dubbed the Gladiator's Rest. That's basically where gladiators go and get buried, or their remains get left. There's rumors that there's some great and powerful relics from gladiators long past, or some rumors say it's haunted by gladiators who have not yet lost their urge to fight. So that's kind of just left alone. But,
Hell yeah, fight ghosts, get cool treasure.
yeah. And then the other thing is there is a small village called the Combat Collective, and that is basically where all the gladiators go and live. They aren't allowed to live in the city because they'll start fights and get in the way. Come on, that person who kicked your ass last week, you bump into him at the market stall, he made you lose a bunch of money. They go, no, you can't do that in this city. You go form a collective, stay away from us, you're over there, and therefore not our problem. So that's over there. It's just filled with gladiators and combatants. The cliff notes give some vague notion, like there's a little bit of unrest, discussions of being poorly treated, not having access to particularly good food crops and things like that because they're shoved over to the deserted side of the island. But that's about it. We just got a subscription from Z for Aziza, so thank you very much. And my alert box is still not picking up subscriptions for some reason. I need to fix that somehow. But thank you. Let me just thank. I clicked buttons. So that's the island. Obviously, you don't have to go and dock at the port of employment. If you don't want to, you can go and dock anywhere you like and make do. That's just the most obvious
Just
place.
slam the boat into Coliseum City.
I mean, you can. But that's the easiest place, and you could probably... It's probably legitimate, as in you could leave it docked somewhere and it'd be protected. So, if
That's
you do,
valid.
and once again, you don't have to. You can do whatever you like. So, you'll get to a point where you're maybe getting close to approaching this island, and then you'll be able to choose where you go and set up. So, that's what you wanted to do on your day of travel, Rose. Just look at this map and go, yes, let me read all these notes.
Yeah, these notes from some guy named Cliff. Cliff's notes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're very thankful for Cliff and his notes.
Okay, you realize now we have just created a very important NPC for marine intel, just called Cliff, who makes the notes on everything.
on everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cliff.
We'll
Great.
kill you last.
So
Or you can just become a pirate.
Yeah, if he just becomes a pirate, then it's
Just flip
fine.
your shirt a little bit, you'll be fine.
The requirement isn't that hard anyway. You just need to tear your clothes and just speak
Yeah.
I mean,
pirates. That's
for the
Tear your
record,
shirt a little
Rose
bit.
has like nice stuff. I have standards.
well, you start off with ripped clothes, and then you rise up into a flamboyant gay.
Right.
I mean, I've always been a flamboyant gay. Viper
And
can
that's-
attest to that.
That's why you're the captain.
I mean, I'm captain because I said so, but sure, I'll take it.
Well, tell them that.
I don't know. That could be an interesting setup, like with the captain's based fashion.
I don't think so. I think it's based on fuck you, I'm the captain.
Unfortunately, I don't think "fuck you, I'm in charge" is a particularly good method of government. At least not. It doesn't last very long.
I mean, hey, it's worked so far.
That's why I'm the one that talks to people on the crew with my +10 diplomacy.
You actually have +10 diplomacy? Damn.
Yes. Because I have
Oh.
+3 charisma, rank 4 for diplomacy, and I'm a peace main pirate, so I get +3 flat.
I
Nice.
have +1 to charisma and then some other stuff. But once I go up in bluff, that will also increase my diplomacy.
I
and
have
intimidate.
-2.
you just worry about the boat. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good at talking to people too.
At some point during the day of travel, Viper's gonna come up to Rose.
Yeah.
And say, so while we're on this island, is there anything you want to find out any information about?
I'm probably about these gladiators. It sounds like they need a union or something.
Sure. I can try to find some big names or important people amongst them that we can talk to.
Yeah, but definitely I want to go fuck shit up in that forest because it sounds like either that's going to be a whole bunch of boss fights all in one, which can be cool, but it would be hard, or it's a bunch of weaklings, in which case it'll be super duper easy for us to kick their ass.
And steal their money, Zegas Johnson.
Well, we can take the money from the weaklings.
All right. Good to know. I will try to get information about both of those things.
Cool.
We can bully them into giving them their money to us, and then it's like a pyramid scheme where we're at the top and they're at the very bottom.
I mean, we are pirates, so...
Is it all money with you, Zagreus?
I mean, isn't that what a pirate do? Steal money, treasures.
Ripped shirts and money. That's all it takes.
There's several things that pirates do and want and have.
Yeah.
I just thought it would be fun, seeing them trying to gather some money while, on the threat of getting killed if they didn't give us money.
Like, Viper and I, we, left home originally because we wanted to see the world and stuff.
We need money to see the world. Travel ain't free.
I mean, yeah, but it's considerably cheaper once you get your own boat.
That aside, we might can recruit
take
some
what
of
you
them
want
just
instead of
for.
paying it.
And
Yeah.
honestly, it was super easy to get it. Thank you, my wonderful mermaid friend.
In that case, we can always get free laborers from them. I'm not sure how much they're gonna be helpful in the ship, but Hey, more people means bigger army. If you want to build an army, that is.
What?
Say what now? What did I say? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going downstairs and I'm gonna get some drinks and I might just make some bombs in case we're gonna get into a fight. And I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna do that. I'm gonna spend my time making some bombs. 'Cause I get the skill
Okay.
for it.
Yeah. How do you make bombs? Let's figure that out.
Uh, the marksman can now craft smoke grenades, flashbangs, and frag grenades using a unique secondary skill called explosive. At blah blah blah. Crafting a smoke grenade requires an explosive roll.
Okay.
And yeah,
All right. So roll explosives then. However that works.
the DC is 15, so
All
this
right.
said flashbang requires 18, frag grenades requires 22. If the marksman beats the DC roll by more than 10 or has critical success, the grenade's effect lasts longer or deals additional damage.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
So roll me an explosives roll. Do you have that set up on your sheet, or do you know what you
Yep.
need to? All right, go for it. 15. You said that was the DC for the smoke grenade.
Let me check. It's the smoke grenades is 18 and frag grenades 22. If it's more than 10,
What was?
uh,
You did say 15, but I don't remember what you said. 15 was for.
I think it's just for like common explosive. It's not like specific like flashbang and frag grenades.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Well, yeah, you can make some bombs for a 15. So you've got roll me a d6.
D6, alright.
Because this isn't you just doing one. This is you during the entire day's travel. So yeah, you can put together 5 of them.
Alright. Five grenades.
Alrighty. Is there anything else people think they might want to do before you just, jump cut over to this place?
No, I don't have anything in particular. I think maybe Manuel is just like kind of shivering because he's a medium, so he feels all of the ghosts from the Ghost's Rest or the Gladiator's Rest, and he's just like, fucking
Oh, wow.
ghosts.
Oh damn! I didn't know you were a medium.
Yes, it is one of his, what is it called? Disadvantages, whatever?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
he's an
cool.
Okay,
unwilling
then.
medium.
We're learning stuff
Well,
about
I mean-
Manuel.
Technically, all of you are medium, and I'm large, but
Heyo.
Did you hear the one about the halfling psychic that broke the law? There's
He was
a
a small, medium, at large.
yeah.
Ah!
I'm deeply ashamed of myself.
Is it possible for Viper to take a bath?
Yes. I don't know how you have a bath. I don't know. It's
Right.
probably just like a tub, just like like
Yeah.
a big cast iron tub that you keep in a separate room.
Okay. I do have a lot of soap, so I'm good on soap. Uh,
Define a
paid-
lot of soap.
5 pounds?
That's a lot of soap.
Why?
that's a lot.
Just for reference, Dodge, come here.
I told you I had a lot of soap.
This is about £5.
A dog's worth of soap.
I have a chihuahua's worth of soap.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's
Are you
because
soap?
dogs can be bigger.
Are you soap dog? Oh.
I don't know. They can be scrubby with their little claws or whatever.
Is the soap carved out in the shape of anything?
Probably not. Probably just it just has like it's like a crate of like bars.
Oh, so it's not just one big block.
No, no.
Just like a giant rock of soap.
Like she probably got it from like Pirate Costco or whatever.
Pirate Costco. I didn't know we have a Costco in this.
Boats, Bath and Beyond.
Where do you buy lots of soap from? She bought a lot of soap because she is vain and likes baths.
Boats and Body Works.
Ooh, but important question though. Because we're both Kuja, do the Kuja snakes also bathe? Because they're snakes and they're cold-blooded. And I feel like that would be bad.
I mean, if it was warm water.
Well, I guess if it's warm.
Oh, yep, there's plenty of water snakes.
If Shiki wants to bathe,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Shiki has the vein disadvantage. I'll have to ask them.
Okay, I need to see this scene. Talk to your snake.
Yeah. So yeah, Viper's in the bath, looks over, and is like, "Would you like to also bathe, Shiki?" Okay.
Interpret it how you will.
I mean, I don't know. Flip a coin. Just do something to decide if it wants to bathe or not. Shiki just.
Okay. I rolled a d2 and I got a 2. I don't know what that means.
Got it too.
Yes. I'm gonna say that's yes.
Yeah, 2 means yes. That's
Okay.
This is now established fact. So yeah, Shiki nods and goes snake noises.
Cool. Well, giving some scrubbing down Shiki's scales.
You know, since the Kuja use their snakes as bows or swords,
Mm-hmm.
do you also use it as a back scrubber?
I feel like that would be between the individual Kuja and their snake. That's like not something that can be unilaterally applied. I don't think Thorn wants to be used as a back scrubber.
I wouldn't think so. I don't. Yeah. She wouldn't. She would. No.
Yeah.
All right.
She likes Shiki. She wouldn't like use him for stuff like that.
Does Shiki just like grab one of the bars of soap in her tail and just do that to help?
Yeah.
Shiki's helping.
Excellent. Okay. Cool.
There we go. Woo. So
Gonna doubt how much soap I bought.
Just everyone all the time, just doing sneak rolls to take Viper soap into face.
All right. Anything else from anyone else that they would like to do, and then fill them out. We'll just jump cut to wherever it is you want to dock up on the island.
So would I need like the shipbuilding feat if I wanted to like try to upgrade the especially like the front of the hull to make ship like better for because I was thinking basically just like bolting some metal on basically.
Do we have extra metal?
Well, more of like figuring out how much I.
Oh.
Well, didn't you steal some from the generic marine ship, the like terrible raft?
Yeah, it's basically like anything that would have been like old parts.
Yeah, I'll say you've got enough supplies for that. Since this isn't like an official mechanical, I mean, there will be some mechanical benefit to it. We'll figure that out. But since it's not like, ooh, I'm changing the mechanics of a ship. No, you don't need to have a shipbuilding feat yet. But if you want to roll something, engineering maybe. That sounds like something that a person would do.
Just make it look pretty. Aesthetic is important. We are the Rose Pirates. Thank you.
It's true.
13. Yeah. You can get a hammer. You can get like a little soldering iron or whatever it is you use to do some crafting, and you can just how you can reinforce the front. Are you building like a figurehead at all, or?
Not yet. I think for now this is just going to be like sort of a fun like.
Okay. Yeah, you build that so you've got a more unique shape to the front, yeah. And you're fairly certain if you ever had to barge into someone else, you could definitely deal a bit of extra damage now, or be protected if someone tried to charge into the front of you. Yeah. You could maybe cut through a very small iceberg. So it's good stuff.
Cool.
Nice. So Titanic for us.
Yet.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, so with that, everyone's kind of done stuff for the day. Where is it you would like to arrive when you approach Kai? Where do you want to pop yourself down?
Maybe because, we are pirates, and generally pirates are sneaky, maybe just directly go for the woodland of the weakling.
Yeah.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
so
Works for me.
let me try and grab you all.
That's a good idea, right? Of course it is. I'm glad I thought of it.
So if I just grab you and move you over there.
Oh,
Let me just ping you over to it.
Whoa.
There you go. Yeah, I can move all of your screens. I have so much power.
Wow.
Okay, so as you see the port, there's ships and there's all that, and you go, nah, sail past that until you come across a very dense-looking, spooky, dark woodland. What would be a good role to maybe find somewhere secluded and hidden away to leave your ship?
Is like
spot.
spot, yeah.
Or
probably.
like
Spot
navigation,
or...
sailing.
Yeah.
Any one of those: sailing, navigation, spot. All of you
I
can
got
roll
all three.
any one of those three.
I have spot at +6. Wait. Zagreus is the navigator, right?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay, then you go for it, because you're navigating.
Alright.
Oh, you can all do it. I'm assuming you're all helping.
Cool.
You're not just unless one of you is actively going. Psh, not my job. Okay, so that is a spot of 20 for Captain Rose.
Damn.
That's an 18 for me.
An 18 navigation for Zagreus, a 21 sailing for Aoife. This is a
Man,
I'm
we're rolling our trump card so early. I'm starting to worry.
He'll be fine!
Dude. I'm not good at any of this, apparently.
I'll roll spot.
19 sailing for Manuel, and
Oh, shoot.
18 spot for Zinnia.
We all did pretty good.
Yeah, this is really good. Everyone above a 17. Well, everyone got 18 or higher. That's really good. Yeah. Collectively, as a crew, you scour, you search, and you're like, that's a damn good looking spot, and over there, and eventually, collectively, you find a good spot, and you navigate in with Zagreus, and Aoife does the sailing, the steering, and the ruddering, and all the boat face stuff. And you find a small little cove that's surrounded by the mountain, like the cliffs. So you find this very secluded, very private little area. It almost looks like there should be a dock here, but there isn't. It's that good. It's like, hey,
Nice.
we've established a private dock right here, and it's right at the bottom of a little cliff. That it's not that high up, maybe 10 foot, but you could easily get a ladder, and that will take you straight into the woodlands.
Hell yeah. Also, I'm 12 feet tall, so I can probably just put my arms up there and be like, okay, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just like climbing out of a pool.
For you, no problem. You just climb up
Yeah.
and you can lift everyone else up.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Whee!
Perching on the captain's shoulder.
No,
Alright.
no, not quite strong enough for that. I can help you up, but you're not being on my shoulder.
Aww.
I have a strength of 6.
Okay.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Meh.
So,
Alright, walking it is.
I had to min-max this to keep up with Merc. Give me a break.
Okay. So you've arrived, and you're like just at the edge of the woodlands. You can see they're quite dark, they're quite spooky looking. And if people want to roll me either a spot or a listen, see if you get anything from the inside of these woodlands.
I'll go for spot again.
Okay.
Wow!
So, Zagreus rolls a 13 listen, Aoife a 19 spot, Rose a nat 1 listen, Manuel a 14 spot, and Viper a 20 listen. All good, except Rose.
That's why the crew's here. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all part of the plan.
So,
You're distracted by like doing Captain.
So
Yes.
let me try and think up things. So Zagreus, with your 13 listen, as you look out into the woodlands, you hear like a few animal noises. You know, okay, that kind of sounds like, I think that's like a bear. There's definitely dangerous animals in there. With Viper getting a 20 listen, not only do you distinctly hear the sound of a bear, you're fairly certain you hear it go, "Rawr, I'm a bear." You
Exposition bear.
Classic bear.
you also hear the sound. It's very vague and quiet, but it's quite far in, so it's not super easy to hear. But you definitely hear someone going, "Oh no, there's a bear! Run away!"
Yeah.
So you can hear that there are at least one person in there who is currently running away from a bear.
Maybe there's more bears.
Somebody's running from a bear. We can take a gamble, save them. Maybe they'll be like cool. We can.
Yeah, and if not, we'll
Leverage it.
kick their ass and move on.
What if it's another bear?
Yes, a human
I got
bear
bombs!
running from a nature bear.
I got bombs, guys. I got bombs. Like we can take down the bears with a lot of bombs that I got.
Let's call that Plan B for bomb.
Okay.
Plan A is for attack normally.
Just beat up the bear.
Yeah.
Punch it.
Yeah, just punch it.
With
Alright.
the 2 spot checks you've also got there, Manuel, the 14. And well, you can kind of look through these trees. They're very 1930s cartoon, you know, so they look kind of spooky and some are a bit jagged. You're fairly certain you see Snow White running away from some trees somewhere. And then Aoife with a 19, you go, okay, these are kind of spooky, but if I look through them, that woodland actually looks not totally terrifying. Like, I'm sure once you get past all the spooky bits, there's maybe some nice stuff in there. You know, you're fairly certain quite far into the woodland, you know, you can see small openings and enclosures, and just there's something in these woodlands to go and check out a little bit more in detail. So
Sounds good.
that's everything you can immediately learn from checking out these woodlands from one vague look. How do you want to proceed?
Let's go punch a bear.
Bull rush the bear.
You need to find the bear
Everyone-
first.
Okay, we'll find the bear and then just
well.
rush it.
Okay, you know what, we can quickly make that happen. You is there a particular marching order you have walking in, or not, Matt? You're just gonna stand in a horizontal line and march in unison.
Arms together, like skipping.
I don't know. I'm more of a fan of Captain Goes First.
Okay, so is there discussion, organization, or do you go? So there's a bear.
I'm captain. Let's just
Captain
go.
away!
Nope. Okay, we're going after the bear. That I had to have pointed out to me, but it's okay.
Alrighty, so you just start booking on into the woodland. Let me just double check if there is an appropriate skill. I assume survival exists. If you want to roll me that, if that is existing, to see if you can.
Do I have survival?
Even if you don't have it. Okay, no, survival doesn't exist apparently. I lied.
There's knowledge for
my
nature.
Discord's gone now.
Yeah. Okay. Would be a good tracking thing then, or just.
Oh, now my Discord's back. Okay.
Isn't there a tracking skill?
I have trapping.
Oh, trapping, yeah.
There's sirs?
Yeah, I was just gonna check.
I feel like navigation could apply, sort of.
That's what I was thinking. I was just double checking if navigation is like specifically for water, but
I feel like that's for vehicles. Maybe could I make an argument for spot?
yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I don't get a nat 1 again. Okay, that's not a nat 1.
Okay, 16. Yeah, you walk a couple dozen yards in, and you go, donde est la bear? Bear! And you see a large-looking bear. It's got brown fur. It's kind of rubbing its back against the tree. And you look, and when you shout bear, it kind of looks and goes, "Aroo!"
Is it a dog now?
No. What? You do a noise of a concerned bear.
I don't know. It probably sounds like a Wookiee.
Nah, that's Scooby.
I mean, bears are basically just very wide dogs.
Very big dogs.
Yeah. That's pretty much how bears are.
So, what do? You see this bear being taken unaware, just standing over there.
Is it a friendly bear?
Well, it was attacking
Does it
some
want a
people, so I
picnic
don't
basket?
think it's friendly.
Yeah, question: is there a person here, or did they get eaten?
The only thing you heard was, "Oh no, there's a bear, run away."
Right.
So I
Maybe
guess
we
they
can
ran-
make friends with it.
Well, I assumed that the bear would be like chasing them or something.
Well, this bear's just chilling. It's there. It was rubbing its
Okay.
back against the tree,
Oh,
going.
maybe it's a different bear then.
Can I sneak up to it and like gently pat it on the?
Are you trying to sneak? Do you want to try and get over there stealthily?
Yes, and then like, where's
That's the big
that
puppy.
hide probably moves.
Can I sense motive the bear?
Yes, you can sense motive, and move silently would probably be your best bet to get up to it without alerting it. So, sense motive of 12.
Gonna lock on it just in case it's gonna attack us.
So, with a 12, you can. You're looking at this bear. It doesn't seem immediately hostile. It seems pretty chilled, as far as you can understand, for some reason or another. Maybe whoever it was running away screaming was just small and weak and scared of everything. You know,
Alright,
they
so
didn't chat with the bear, figure out if it's friendly or not, just ran away.
It seems like a cool bear, guys. We should go chat with the bear.
but yeah, I didn't hear what whether like what I should roll if I wanted.
Oh, sorry. I'd say, I mean, the D20 system's terrible for rogues because many people are like, you need to roll hide and move silently. It's like, no, just roll one, whichever one you feel more appropriate.
Yeah, they're both the same like number. Anyway.
Yeah. 22.
Boop.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Appearing almost out of nowhere, this robot mermaid just Like, how do you want to approach bear? Are you approaching it from the side, from in front, from behind?
Kind of like the side, but like sort of where it can see me and is not going to be like, what?
Okay. So,
Running through the dirt.
as Manuel is kind of assessing this bear, you know, judging and eyeing up and down, trying to see any signs of hostility.
Judging the bear.
Aoife, you just appear next to it and just go, pat. The bear kind of looks and goes, huh? It likes the pat. The pat is nice. It approves the
Okay.
pat.
I feel like I can't kill this bear now. I mean, I could, but I feel like this is not the bear we're looking for.
No, it's a very friendly bear.
Yeah, this bear is fine. This bear gets to live.
Maybe it can be our friend and guide us through the forest.
Oh, yeah, because probably I feel like okay. So can the Kuja snakes talk to other animals?
Sure, why not?
So yeah, they can be like translators or something.
Okay, so you present your snake to this bear, your 12-foot long snake. The snake looks at the bear and goes,
Oh, my Discord is gone. What?
I mean, you're still coming through fine on this end, but you can't hear me say that because that's how stuff works.
It's alternating. We'll sort it out during the break.
Okay. All right. So what you put your snake down, and the snake kind of goes, and the bear goes, and it seems like a very amicable discussion. In fact, the bear it does its best to pantomime. It gets some socks from somewhere to do sock puppet theatre. I don't know. And it kind of does this very strange pantomime as it acts out. In fact, you know what? It goes one further. It throws away the socks. That idea isn't working because it realizes it can't differentiate the characters because it can't give them voices. So what it does is the bear kind of gets on its hind legs and goes, and then it turns around and it puts a little monocle on and twirls up some fur to make like a snidely whiplash mustache, and kind of turns around and pantomimes going and then goes back onto all fours being the bear and looks to the place where the snidely whiplash bear character was and goes and mimes running away, and then returns back to monocle and goes and seems to mime this villainous character chasing after the bear into the woods.
Oh, what a twist!
Oh.
Is the mean one a bear?
I feel like the mean one is implied to be a person.
The bear isn't particularly good at making any character not look like a bear because it's a bear.
This is fair.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fairly impressed with this bear's performance.
Right.
I want to go ahead and tip. I'm gonna toss a piece of gold to the bear.
Yeah, the bear.
what's a bear gonna do with the gold?
Maybe we can buy
Interesting
some
thing.
like meat or
The bear
something.
kind of it stands up again and reaches into its fur, pulls out a little coin purse, and puts the gold coin in, and goes.
I from the Marines, I took like their weapons, and so I wasn't going to be carrying all of them, but carried a couple of their hammers. I'm going to give the bear a hammer.
You're gonna give the bear a hammer.
I don't know if that's gonna be more effective than its like teeth and claws.
Oh no.
But okay.
The bear, it manages to grip this hammer like kind of weakly, like, and it goes, "Arr!" And it looks like it understands the concept of a weapon.
Oh.
It appears to be smarter than the average bear.
We should just go around arming the wildlife. Like,
Make an army of wildlife. Take over the island.
just have a pet bear on the boat now.
I don't know. But yeah, it sounds
Y'all
like,
got mammoth, we got bears.
it sounds like this monocle person is an asshole. That
Yeah.
maybe it would be good if we went and beat up and took their stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea.
Yeah, because he bullied our bear friend.
Yeah.
Who wants to name this bear?
Can we just name it Yogi?
Yeah.
I
Yogi,
want to call it Kibbles.
Aw,
Why?
Kibbles.
Why not Kibbles?
Because it's smarter than the average bear. It's Yogi Bear.
I know, that's so on the nose. So we call it Kibbles.
Okay,
I'm
well, I
voting
don't know
for
which
Kibbles.
name does the bear prefer. Maybe it already has a name.
This is
I'm
fair.
Yeah,
voting-
this is true.
Yeah,
The bear
we should
probably
ask
does
the bear.
already have a name. Not
Uh,
that any of you can learn that yet.
just because I got brought up, like, so can I like take out like some kind of thing to write on, and like write out letters of the alphabet, and just be like, point like Ouija board the bear.
I mean, like, this is being translated through a snake, so I feel like, at the very least, I would understand what the
Okay.
bear's name was, even if it's like, "Arr."
Okay. So you
A lot of S's.
I don't know, like do you have paper or do you have a Ouija board? Are you just gonna like draw letters on the floor? Like
The Ouija board.
Well, I technically didn't have one, but I mean, I could have like.
well, Manuel's a medium. Manuel probably has a Ouija board.
Oh, yeah!
I'm typically the kind that like is the Ouija board where the spirit comes into me and then speaks through my mouth.
Oh, yeah, I guess we just have to make do with a Ouija snake, then.
Okay,
The
so
Ouija.
well, your snake is 12 foot long, so you know what? Your snake is long enough, but it can curl its body to make the alphabet.
Yeah.
Try it.
You know,
The
let,
whole alphabet.
we don't need things to make sense. So the bear kind of looks at it and goes, "Ah," and starts tapping letters on the snake body. And I didn't have a name because 10 minutes ago this bear didn't exist. So, but it's fine because I have been coming up with an amazing story for this bear. You do not believe how happy I am with this story that I came up with like in the last 10 minutes. So the bear kind of taps out some letters. It taps out a B, and then an A, and then an R, and an R, and a Y. It's Barry the bear.
Barry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
And
Barry the bear.
yeah. And then what the bear does, it kind of stands back up and reaches into its fur and finds its little coin purse thing again, and it pulls that out and pulls out like a piece of paper and puts that on the floor and it unrolls out, and you can see a very artistic rendering of said bear, except it is wearing like an armored helm. Let's say it's like a cliched Viking helm with horns, and it's got like an axe in one paw and like a little shield in the other, and it
It's the Skyrim bear.
and at the top it says beware Barry the bear, gladiator extraordinaire. This is some kind of promotional photo. So Barry the bear was/is a gladiator.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
So
Yeah.
now we have our in on the gladiator scene because we have our gladiator bear buddy here.
Hang on. He's in the weakling forest.
Well, maybe that's just because they're a bear and
Yeah.
they don't want them in the city.
I mean, as
This
well,
is
I'm
you
sure
have to help fight the prejudice against bear gladiators.
I mean,
I'm all for that.
this bear is obviously surprisingly capable. But I don't think a bear has the ability to do an artistic rendering and a portrait and all of that. So one would assume had some kind of managerial staff. Or at least someone who was taking money for the bear.
Right.
So
Yeah, the gladiators need a union.
A corrupt
Exactly.
manager that threw out poor Barry when the shiny luster of the gimmick was gone.
so
Obviously, we need to go kick the manager's ass, and also give some of the money to Barry, but also take the rest of the manager's stuff.
Maybe Mr. Snidely Whiplash is the evil manager for Barry the Bear.
Oh.
I'd like to take out a flask of alcohol, put it in a little cup, and then offer it to the bear. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry.
Can bears drink alcohol?
They can.
Sure.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going
I
to
didn't know.
purposefully. I'm going to
Yeah.
avoid creating parallels between like Russian circus bears because that's just tragic. So, but yes, that is a thing which did used to happen. Awful things to them. So what Barry does is Barry very politely declines and goes, and then produces like a 12-month sober chip.
Oh, that's
Oh, okay, yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you, Barry.
Alright, I'll just drink it then. Alright, if you don't want more for me.
Okay.
I already have like a barrel in my back, being carried as a backpack.
This is
Can Barry tell us where Monocle Man went?
if you show Barry a map of the island, he can maybe point him in the right direction.
Yeah, we'll show him the map with all of Cliff's notes.
Yeah. Barry points at a few locations. He points at the port of employment, and then kind of like drags his claw from the port to the woodlands, saying like, "This is where I last was." He then points at the Colosseum City, and like points at a picture of a house, and then does Snidely Whiplash impersonation and points at a picture of a house at the city. And then he points at the arena, does Snidely Whiplash, and then like imitates what he thinks the person going to work is. So he kind of mimes a briefcase and goes, work.
Okay. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go to need to go to
Oh
Gladiator
boy,
City.
my thing froze really bad. I have no idea what just happened for like the last 2 minutes.
Oh, Barry was just describing where Snidely Whiplash, which is totally the name of the former manager. He apparently lives at Colosseum City, I think is what I got out of that anyways.
Yeah. I mean, to give like he lives at Colosseum City. That's where his house is. But the last place Barry was with this person was a port of employment. So there might be a chance he's there, or he at least has some affiliation there. But he works at the arena. Like that's where he works and exploits people and bears, apparently.
I mean, clearly this bear is like sentient enough to be a person, so
Yeah.
Barry's a person in my mind, at least as much of a person as Thorn or whatever Viper's snake's name is.
This is great.
So can we try to invite or indicate to Barry that, like, if the ship is open to be like chilled on, and we can figure things out from.
Okay, so you're essentially giving Barry an open invitation to join the crew if
Yeah,
they so choose to after you resolve all of this.
yeah.
I mean, that should be up to the captain, but yes, I'm fine with this.
Is it too early to give you?
Hey, they got a mammoth. The mariner got a mammoth. Come on, we
mean,
only asked for a bear.
I mean, you know what? We'll see how everything goes. We'll see how Barry's story wraps up because, like I said, Barry didn't exist at the beginning of today's session,
Until 10 minutes ago.
and so
Right, we gotta finish the Barry arc before Barry can actually be on the crew.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Barry actually like their destiny is to become the head gladiator or something.
Uh-huh.
Maybe,
Yeah, and then obviously
maybe Barry becomes in charge of the Gladiators Union. You inevitably
Okay.
set up.
maybe. Wait, wouldn't it? Don't unions have like more of a horizontal leadership structure because they're a union?
I mean, yeah, but they have like a spokesperson. You know, they have a face.
Oh, okay.
So whilst not a leader,
so
he would
Barry
certainly
would
be
be the
influential.
spokesbear.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's still like a council, a
Yeah.
union council type of.
Okay.
I
Vote
imagine.
for Barry. Barry the Bear to be the president.
Yep.
This is wonderful. Okay. So, do you want Barry to try and guide you through the forest, or do you want to keep exploring a little bit on your own?
I feel like we've invested in Barry now. So yeah, no. If nothing else, sunk cost fallacy. Let's do this thing, and then we'll come back to my great idea of beat up everyone who's in our way.
Well, you could come across people in the woodlands on the way out if you just want to do a combat. If you just want to punch stuff.
That is up to the group as a whole.
Yeah, we can beat people up on our way back to the boat.
Cool.
Yeah, snipe them down.
Oh, you going
I
to the
got it
boats
on
and
that
sailing round, or are you on foot? How are you?
Oh, I
leaving
thought we
this
were
way?
gonna walk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's just walk to the town because then our boat can be secret.
Mm.
Yes.
Alrighty, so you know what, we'll take a quick break here, then we'll come back and we'll do some. You come across failed gladiators in the woodlands and do some combat and stuff like that. You know what?
Exciting.
We'll come across some Barry haters. That's
How
what you're gonna come across. So,
Oh,
Some
we gotta beat
people
up the
we need to
Barry
beat up.
yeah.
Yeah, let's beat them up.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick 5-10 minute break, give or take, and we'll be right back. So
Woo!
that was Speedy Studio Editing. We're back, as you can see. It's a different screen now because our good buddy Al has arrived from the place of work.
Woo!
Yes, marvelous.
So, have people caught you up on what you've missed, or do you want a recap?
So Barry the Bear is apparently wants to be joining the team. We're about to initiate combat from what I hear, and that's pretty much it. This is like the super summarized version.
Yeah,
What
that's.
I know.
Well, Cliff has been around leaving notes again, and that's what you get basically. So,
Thanks, Cliff.
okay, so you're wandering through the woods, and after an amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't really matter. Eventually, you will stumble across a group of very aggressive-looking humans, all wielding different stuff. One thing you do definitely notice is they seem to have trapping equipment, specifically bear traps.
Oh,
Gasp.
And you can hear them talking to each other. We've got to get that bear. Yeah, grr, get the bear.
Well, we can't let that stand.
No, I don't think.
Captain, at your words. I'm readying my cannon arm. At your words, Captain. I can blast them away now.
I'm
Yup,
gonna-
let's
then.
fucking fight these bear-hating assholes.
So, a map's not super important for this. Assume it's in a small woodland clearing. It's 7 of them, all with various things. Some of them look like they've got, like they're getting ready to punch stuff. Some look like they've got rifles. One has just a bear trap on a chain that they're swinging around. He's the one down. Gonna get me some bear.
Jesus.
So for Reese, we're not gonna bother with initiatives. We're just gonna do all of you lot move, then they'll move as one shared thing. If you want to decide amongst yourselves who moves first, or if you want to roll initiative just against yourselves, you can, to decide a turn order for you. That's not a pleasant sign from Roll20. What are you doing? My connection to the server has been interrupted. Stop that. God, this is where the internet turns out it's just died. I hope that's not the case. Oh well. So how do you want to begin the fight time?
I want to punch the guy that's got the swinging bear trap.
We can ambush them.
Oh, can we ambush them?
Well, you've seen them in a clearing, and if you want to call it an ambush, it's an ambush. But basically, you'll all move, then they'll move, and then you'll all move. Just for speed and ease, it's going to be like a collective initiative. If you still want to argue amongst yourselves who is going to move first, you can do. If not, just start swinging. Just throw them hands.
Boom, I'm punching the guy that's swinging the thing.
Alright, go for it. You want to try and punch Bear Trap McGraw. That's his name now. 19 to hit. That does hit. How are you punching? How do the punch?
So it's like one of those like where you like come running in and it's just like oh, bam, like downward, you know? Oh man, their camera's working. You can actually see what I'm doing when I do these things.
Ah, yes. Big punch. Bear Trap McGraw. He just kind of goes, big punch to the face. He goes, ah, my face. No. That's my second most defining feature after my bear trap. Who's going next? Or do you have anything else you want to do? Sorry.
I'd like to
no,
try to
I'm done there.
Okay.
So you said it was sort of like a clearing, right? More or less.
Yeah, just
Ish.
imagine like a small circular area. There's plenty of trees around if you want to try doing shenanigans with that, but for ease, this is a plain and simple combat. Assume the clearing's got a radius of like 30 feet.
Yeah, I just wanted to try to sneak around the side. Try to get on the other opposite.
You can most definitely slip into some undergrowth, and sneak around. Do you want to roll something for that? Well, you roll that twice by accident. 19. Yeah. We'll take that one. No one seems to have noticed you slipping away.
Ooh.
All right, so I don't think I can get like there and them this turn, but I'll just use all of my movement to
okay, so you
try to get.
Yeah, you're getting ready. You're moving into position.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the sneakies. Okay. Who wants to move next?
I want to blast the guy that just got hit in the face with my hand cannon.
Why is everyone beating up Bear Trap McGraw?
Because he got the most scary looking weapon.
Okay, yeah. Zagreus. Blow him up.
Alright. 5 check.
It's a 24 to hit.
Jeez.
You hit.
2 damage.
So you got your hand cannon. You go blast him, and Bear Trap McGraw takes another big hit. Are you trying to hit him anywhere specific for flavor, or
Trying to hit his face.
yeah. you hit him in the face, and he goes, "Ah, my face again! Why? My face! Oh!
This is for Barry.
Who else is left?
Don't look to the sky. Barry's still alive.
I'll take a crack at it. Why not?
Okay.
Let's see.
What is Alice start doing?
Probably a miss, isn't it?
Is that a nat 1 for a 12? Jesus
cannot.
Christ.
Jesus.
There you go.
Oh, no.
I can't do anything. I tried to go throwing a rock, and it's like, as you can tell, it's a rock. It doesn't do much.
Yeah. You just chuck a rock, and are you aiming for someone different? Or are you also aiming for Bear Trap McGraw?
Oh. I'm ready for Bear Trap McGraw. So,
Everybody hates this one guy so much.
forget everybody else, just this guy.
Just gang up on this one guy. Beat the shit up.
So yeah, you just chuck a rock, and yeah, it kind of like just hits. You know what? It also hits him in the face, and he goes,
Oh no!
Why did you do that?
I just go, but I don't know. Everybody else was kind of doing it, though, so I thought it'd be kind of cool. Be part of the cool kids.
Hey Alistair, use one of your dial.
Oh,
Yeah, I should have thought of that.
right. I'll get it next time.
So that leaves Viper and the captain and Barry from your team before they start fighting back.
Yeah, Barry's on our team.
Good, excellent. Viper's gonna walk, not to Bear Trap McGraw. She's gonna break the combo to one of the other people and pull out her bass, and like play a note and have the strings come out, and they're gonna do the weird string slashy control thing that they do.
Okay, so there's Bear Trap McGraw, and then there's 6 other guys. We'll say there's 1 punchy, 2 rifles, 1 sword. That gets us to 5. What does the other one have? What's another stupid weapon?
The
The least effective bear hunting weapon we can think of.
a club.
Yeah, a club. It's not even a club,
Okay.
it's just a stick.
Okay. I'll go after one of the rifle boys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get up on him and
20 to hit. You hit Rifle Boy 1, and as you do that, you know, these 4 bass strings go, swung, you know, they go doo-doo-doo-doo. Play a cool ass riff as Gunboy 1 gets hit, and the other one goes, "Oh no! I've got the same voice as Bear Trap McGraw, apparently. I didn't think this through. Ah!
They're all siblings.
My twin brother! Gunboy 1! And
First name Gunboy, middle name 1.
yeah, these are all siblings. This is the McGraw family. Bear Trap is the family leader. These are the identical twins. Gunboy, Gunboy, and other gun.
uh-huh.
So,
By the way, I accidentally had a -4 in one of my things for some reason. So
will that be from last time when you were making it hit multiple people?
that's true.
If you want, we can have that, and you can hit both Gunboys. You can hit Gunboy and other gun.
I'll hit the Gunboy twins.
Yeah. We made it. There was a slight error we did last time, but when you split the attack, you know, the people take half the damage, so you're gonna hit both of them for 5.
Okay.
But that's still fine. You know, they're level 1. They've maybe got like 6 hit points. So yeah, you hit Gunboy and other gun. They both get hit, and they go, "Ah, no, Gunboy! Ah, other gun! Let's no!"
What's really really good is this is not out of like this would make sense to happen in One Piece is to have it be Gun Boy and Other Gun.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are valid One Piece names.
The thing is, Barry the Bear is a valid One Piece-esque character. You know,
Yes.
there's a sumo frog who does the front crawl.
That's true.
So, Captain, do you want to go before or after Barry?
Oh no, Barry can go first.
Okay. Barry is very cautious of Bear Trap, so Barry isn't going to go near Bear Trap. Doesn't like him.
That's fair.
But from the other
But
ones,
Not Barry.
so Barry kind of looks around, wielding his hammer that he has. You gave him. He kind of looks and he goes, "Gun boy, other gun, you got them. Stab child." That's the sword person, by the way. Stabby.
Okay. Stab child.
Stab Child is probably the strongest. Be careful. I've seen anime before.
Yeah, he looks at
Yeah.
Stab Child, and Stab Child is, cleaning their sword, going. He goes, no, you look like a swordy person. Don't like that. Stickum. There's no point in fighting Stickum. Stickum's weak and pathetic. Just ignore Stickum. So he looks at the only one remaining, which is Punch. Just Punch. In fact, that's his name. Just Punch. And Barry goes. And charges over to Just Punch.
Right. Excellent.
Barry hits Just Punch with his hammer. Dealing max damage of 8.
Ooh.
That knocks Just Punch out. Barry clocks this guy on that. Not even like a dramatic hit, he just charges with and then like a cartoon lifts it up and just bonks him on the head. Just,
Excellent.
and then Barry flexes. Tenses up, goes.
Yeah, see, he doesn't belong in the wood.
Captain.
Yep. I feel like Barry's size large. So if Punchy isn't all the way dead yet, I am also gonna go be size large next to Barry.
Okay. Punchy is knocked out. Punchy is down. You can tell Just Punch is not getting back up.
Who's not down yet?
The
Everyone else?
Gun Boy and Other Gun, they're still standing. They're not looking great, but they're still standing. Stab Child is unhit. Stickum hasn't been hit yet. And Bear Trap McGraw. Bear Trap McGraw looks quite hardy compared to the siblings, but probably doesn't have much left in because he's been punched real hard and shot in the face with a laser.
But yeah, I would like to stab who's ever left.
Stab child.
Do you want to fight the other swords person?
Sure.
There you go. So Stab Child is there, sharpening their blade, just going, "I sure do like my sword. It's good for stabbing."
Yeah. I would like to stab him.
Do the stab.
Does a 14 hit?
Let's find out. He rolled a 3.
Cool. So that's 7 damage, and also he needs to make a fort save. DC is 11.
He rolled a 10. What happens?
He is bleeding for 1d4 plus 2 rounds.
Okay. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to roll that?
5.
5 rounds. Okay, so you stab Child, or slash, or however you want to describe that, and what happens? What is causing? Like, explain the effect that is taking place right now, because we've not seen this ability yet.
Just like, after the stab, Rose just like draws her sword snake out, and just so a bunch of blood just comes with it, and it just keeps coming.
Shit.
It's like, so
Smash Mouth was right.
So
Stuck
glad
coming
someone
in.
else said that.
out of curiosity, does this look like a normal amount, or is does it almost look as if you are physically drawing this out of them? How does this?
The blood is specifically being drawn towards Rose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Stab Child looks down at where he's been stabbed and goes, "The irony." And he's trying to like cover up his wound, but just will not stop bleeding, no matter how hard he tries. He's going, "Oh no, ah!"
The blood.
So he's going to take a little bit of extra damage from bleeding. I need to double check how much damage you take from bleeding. Where did I put the rules? Shoot. Key terms, is it in there? Nope. This is not very well organized. Status effects. Ha 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 ha. Bleeding. Takes an additional 1d4 damage per turn at the start of their turn. Cool. Alright, so it's enemies. Gunboy and Other Gun, they're being wrestled by guitar strings. They're going to, get themselves. They're going to get their rifles and they're just going to take aim. One is going to take aim at Viper and is going to go, "How dare you attack me? I'm Gunboy." With an 8 to hit, if you want to roll defense against that.
Yes, please.
16. So, what happens when this bullet flies at you?
Guitar string comes up, cuts it in half, and the bullet goes around.
And Gunboy goes, "Oh, fine.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well for you.
No,
Yeah.
not many things do."
Well, you're poachers. What do you expect?
It's a living.
That's not. Listen, no.
Meanwhile, Other Gun is going straight for Barry with a shot.
How dare you?
That hits.
No, Barry, no.
Yeah, Barry gets shot in the leg. And he goes, "Ah!" And he looks sad.
Oh, now this is personal.
Just Punch. He got knocked out, didn't he? So that
Yes.
leaves Stickum and Stab Boy and Bear Trap. Okay, so Stickum with the stick. I'm very imaginative with names off the top of my head, as you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Stickum is going to run and Stickum's going to assess very poorly and just go, "Who looks dangerous? Aside from everyone." I know. That girl who threw a rock, she's probably not that strong or impressive. She couldn't even throw a rock. So Stickum runs over and is going to try and slap you with a stick. With an 8 to hit. If you want to try and roll
Jeez.
defense against that, Al.
Al?
Wait, I forgot my mic was off. I was speaking the entire time. I was trying to say, was that if I could use the Lugia body stat bonus effect, That because I was
shit,
aware
yeah,
of it, or
yeah.
no?
Yes, you are. So you don't need to roll anything. As Stickum runs over and tries to hit you, your body turns into a pile of stones, and the stick just goes straight through. Just goes thwoom. And Stickum's like,
No.
Can I punch him? No, can I hit him?
you'll have to wait till it's back round to your turn, but yes.
All right,
soon.
cool.
Stickum's just mystified. He's gonna swing a few times, going, "Why is it not working?" Just standing there, swinging wildly through all these stones. So that leaves Stab Boy, Stab Child even, who has been stabbed, and you go,
Nice.
well, now is my turn to stab you for a nat 20 apparently.
Oh.
Oh
Snap.
no.
Who's stabbing who?
Trying to stab the captain.
Oh boy. Okay, so
And he rolled minimum damage, so you only
Okay,
take 3.
Wow.
Oh, I don't even get to make a defense roll, or
Well, yeah, you can roll defense, because if you get a nat 20, then it just negates his 20. It's still a hit, though.
Ooh, where is defense?
Oh.
21 total.
It's the natural 20 side of it.
Yeah.
Sadly. But like I said, he rolled minimum damage of 1 on the die, and he's got a +1. So, oh no, I lied. 4 damage total. You did more damage with your normal hit. He also takes a d4 of damage because bleeding.
Watch him just die right now.
Wait, how much damage do I take? Sorry.
You take 4.
Okay, which is reduced to 3 because of my damage reduction.
And he then takes 4 damage from bleeding.
He took as much damage.
So he stabs and goes, ah, oh no, and hits the floor.
This is my last stab!
Yeah, he keels over after he hits you.
It's beautiful.
Great. Love it. Love it.
The only one left is Bear Trap McGraw, who
Oh, so wait, what? The guy was attacking me, or he's down.
Bear Trap
Is he
McGraw
still-
looks at you, Manuel. He goes, You hit my face. Why? My beautiful face.
Yeah, let's not get crazy now.
Quiet. Bear Trap, Snack Attack. And he grabs the bear, like he swings it round, and then pulls the chain up to his hand to basically grab the bear trap in his hand, and he tries to slam that into you.
Okay.
For a nat 1. Fuck me.
So let's see if I can defend.
So, how are you dodging this? Or how are you defending?
So he like grabbed it in his hand and he's like going to punch me with it.
Yeah. Like he was swinging it round, thinking that's really cool, and then pulled the chain in to grab the bear trap in his hand. He was trying to like bite you with it. But this is a nat 1, so something bad's going to happen to him in a minute. But how do you want to avoid this?
So I'm just gonna have like with my left hand just go whoosh, like grab it and like push it to the side and just like.
Okay. So as you just like, he was going with so much momentum that as you knock him off, he kind of trips, stumbles, and does like a little barrel roll onto the floor, and clamps the bear trap onto his own leg.
Ooh.
Ow.
He just looks down and goes, "Ah!" So he's gonna basically hit himself. There's his damage. Yikes. Yeah, he's rolling around on the floor, not feeling good. Not at all. And it's back to all of you. Whoever wants to move.
I would like to give a
Uh,
shot. That one.
I was gonna say I wanted to like pop out of the shadows at the last, like, because it's last second, like everything else is done. I sort of like bop the uh bear trap dude with the blunt end of my spear.
Oh yeah, as he's like rolling around on the floor, going like he's trying to take his bear trap off. You just want to like step out and knock him out.
Yeah, basically just but with a sneak.
Okay, go for it.
Because
Yeah, roll.
thematic.
17 versus a defense roll of a 3. You hit. So
But I do very little damage.
you do very little damage, but he also just did 10 damage to himself.
Right.
So
Fine.
Jesus.
as he's rolling around, you just appear out of nowhere and bop him on the head, and his eyes go anime and swirly, and he just conks out.
Hmm.
So Bear Trap McGraw defeated. There is still Gunboy, Other Gun, and Stickum left.
I'll try to take out Gunboy and Other Gun again.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing.
Is Stickum the one who was with me or no?
Yeah.
Stickum's the one swinging his stick at you and just not doing well.
Ah,
You don't need to roll
No.
good, you just need to roll better than them. That's a 3 for Gunboy, but a nat 20 for Other Gun. So you hit Gunboy, and he drops. So now there's just Stickum and Other Gun left.
So then, seeing Other Gun, Manuel's gonna do a power attack,
Mm-hmm.
holding 4. So let's see how he does with that. A 17 to hit. Nice.
And he rolled a 2.
Alright, so then he held 4, so the damage is gonna actually be 10 damage.
Oh yeah. How are you doing this?
So I imagine that like he sees Bear Trap McGraw die, and then he sees over there Viper doing her like little like thing. So he's gonna like kind of just like do like one of those like jumping ones, and like kind of the same way he did with Bear Trap McGraw. Just he did like a cool jump first to like really like gravity down like straight into the top of his head into the floor type of deal.
Yeah. As you just like come down from the ground, fist embedded into the face of Other Gun, and then Other Gun just kind of like skids across the floor, just and just down. There is just Stickum left. Who
I want to try hitting Stickum.
go for it?
Please.
Another nat 1. 22
Nice.
versus a 9. You hit.
Oh, that was the right one. There we go. I pressed the wrong. Wow, I still got 22. Nice. Anthony the Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, I take out a piece of rock from my pocket, from like my little satchel, and then just it transforms into this axe, and I hit him with it.
Isn't Anthony the one you embedded with the axe dial as well?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, what axe dials do is they collect air and then they release it in compressed slices. So, as you slap him with your big stone axe, you'll also send out like a gust of wind and cut him. Let me just double check.
Cut him into sushi parts.
Where
Bless
is
me.
it?
Wait, man.
What are the equipment? Oh no, dials. It's separate there. So dials. Does it specify how much damage an axe dial does? Not there. Maybe in embedding. There we go. Okay, yeah. So it just deals an extra 1 damage as you cut him with the air. And so in grand total you deal 6 damage to Stickum, and Stickum falls over and goes, no more, please. I'm a weakling. And with that, you have defeated the McGraw family of poachers. Celebration music plays, I assume from Zinnia. What's your celebration theme music?
It's a great question.
Oh, I was just gonna go for da 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 da.
That's
That works too.
that was what I was thinking of.
There we go. So, Barry is cathartically enjoying like sitting on top of Bear Trap McGraw and just slapping him on the head with the hammer. Just going, not like hurting him, but just like enjoying it, kind of like playing whack-a-mole.
Do these guys have money on them?
And any weapons that they have.
Yeah, they
I
have weapons. They have a stick. They have 2 rifles. They have a
Why would
sword.
you start with the stick?
And
Do they have money?
yes, money collectively. You find a couple of things. One, you find a sack of belly, and it looks to have maybe 3,000 in there.
Okay, I'll take that.
You also find like a contract in there. The contract, it's signed and it says, agree to capture Barry the gladiatorial bear, or whatever his official
Do
title
we have a
is.
name?
Yes, and this is signed by... Even if I gave this guy a real name, I think Snidely Whiplash is just the name now.
Yeah.
So...
We know our next target, people.
I could give him a different name, but I don't know if it's really worth it, because we're just going to call him Snidely Whiplash anyway. So... Yeah,
He can like keep trying to correct us during the battle, and we'll just like be like, no, that's.
yeah.
It's not your. I don't think that's your name, man.
Okay, so it's signed by what's a ridiculous name for this guy?
Montgomery Mortimer.
I was gonna say Huntington von Bearstein.
No, that's great. I like yours better.
Yeah. And it's agreed in there, half the payment is given before, half the payment is when they return with Barry. So
Was this a dead or alive contract?
it says dead or alive, but in brackets, preferably alive.
Okay.
Let's bamboozle them. Try, just act that we
Ooh,
capture
I
the
see.
bear,
Yeah, so
and
we're
then
gonna pull a.
I feel like Barry would not be on board with this.
Yeah.
I mean, we can give Barry some kind of private time with this guy so he can take care of this
I mean,
motherfucker.
Look, we'll just... No, he's our friend now, and we're not fucking with our friend. We made the group decision to make this bear our friend.
No.
Let's ask. Yeah, let's ask the bear. Let's ask the bear if he wants to take revenge on this guy.
Have Bear pretend to be knocked out. We take him to Huntington and be like, "Look, we got the bear." And then we get him like, "Okay, let's go discuss the money." And then while we're alone is when we're like, "Hey, by the way, he's actually our friend. He's gonna beat you up now."
Yeah, that's what
He's
I'm
been awake
saying.
the whole time. We've been recording this entire conversation.
Well, just like, is Barry cool with this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's ask Barry if y'all want to,
How
discuss
Can I
this.
diplomatically propose this idea to Barry the bear?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to roll for it. I mean, you don't
Alright,
have
let
to.
me-
If you want to role play out how you intend to propose this, I'll be willing to take that into consideration as well. Or you can
Is
just
assisting
roll.
a thing in this game?
Probably.
I have diplomacy. I can do that.
All right, so Manuel's gonna like kneel down in front of Barry, like where he's like sitting on, not Montgomery, whatever Bear Claw McGraw's name is, Bear Trap McGraw.
Yeah.
Like where he's sitting on his chest. He's gonna kneel down. He's gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Let him continue beating his face in with the hammer and be like, "Hey, buddy, we have a really solid plan. We're gonna pretend like we've captured you. It's gonna be very loose knots. You can get out of them super easy. What's gonna happen is we're gonna get alone in the room with the guy, and then we're gonna tell him the whole plan from the beginning. And then by the time we get to the part where you're free, you're standing right behind him, and you hit him with that hammer."
Bam.
He makes an agreeable sound.
Haha.
Oh, okay. If he's okay with it.
All right, let's find a cart for Barry to sleep in while we take him to the city. How about that, Barry? Do you want a carriage so you can sleep while we transport you?
Oh.
Said he's gonna kill us in our sleep. I mean, he says he's agreed with that.
Since when can you speak animal?
I
You're talking to me, or
making assumptions here based on tone and body language. I think that that's fairly universal.
I mean, it's actually, in some ways, whilst it's very cute that Barry is so trusting of you all, it also says a lot of the obviously unpleasant life he must have led. That the first people who are vaguely nice to him, he's like, "I will do anything." I mean, it's
I am
One
your
Piece.
sword and your shield. Basically, Lydia from Skyrim.
Well, I was about to say it's One Piece, you know. So Barry's backstory is probably super duper tragic.
Right.
No.
He's a bear transported into this land because he was going to be trained to be in a gladiator arena, but then he turns out to be a wimpy bear, and then they throw him out.
I don't think he's wimpy.
Well, the bad guys think that he's wimpy, so that's why they throw him out to the weakling, and this is where he grows, abandoned, and
What if
yeah.
he ran away because he really wants to be a baker and not a gladiator?
Oh, that's a great one. That's a great one. Yeah.
And that's why the
I can
bounty
see
is
it.
to bring him
What if-
back dead or alive, but preferably alive, because they want to throw him back into the gladiator ring.
Or like,
Yeah.
what if he left because he has a noble soul, and like, you know, oh, I don't want to like kill my opponent, but the crowd was thirsty for blood,
Yeah.
and so he left.
I was
A
basically going to
softy
say
boy.
that, you know, Barry, he likes fighting. You know, he likes being a gladiator, but he's not about killing. Barry doesn't kill.
Right.
Barry fights honorably, and
Mhm.
obviously you can't learn this yet. You'll get a flashback scene at some
Right.
point.
We'll get the
explaining this.
flashback when we get through the Barry.
But basically, I think what it is gonna
Yeah.
is gonna be revealed that Barry likes working in the arena because that's honorable. But Huntington von Bearstein was trying to get Barry into illicit, illegal, underground gladiator arena stuff, which is to the death, and Barry ran
Right.
away from that. He didn't like that.
Right. Exactly.
He is a
Nice
noble bear.
So, you've gathered this. You've got your money. You've got your contract. I'm assuming you've got some rope. You're just going to tie Barry up. You just tie his paws up and he'll walk behind you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna carry him on a carriage so he can sleep while we.
I mean, if we find one, but we don't have one right
The
now.
poachers
Well,
didn't have one, right?
the McGraws had to have something,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
How are they gonna?
In fact, yeah, you know, if you look around, you know, just past the clearing, there's there's like a little wagon. It's got like a bear cage on the back of it, and it says McGraw poaching, but poaching crossed out and badly scrawled underneath it. 100% legal business.
Oh yeah, that seems legit.
So I'm gonna take a rock, like a sharp rock, and I'm gonna cross out the part that says McGraw, and I'm gonna just write in Rose. completely 100% legal business.
Perfect.
We're no longer a pirate now. We're a poacher at the time being.
Perfectly legitimate business.
Perfectly legitimate, totally.
We're totally a poacher right now, not a pirate. Just for now.
No, we're always pirates. But this is a totally legitimate business that also happens to be run by pirates.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is not.
This thing is
Not
legit.
Right. So yeah, we'll like shut the cage, but like obviously it's still open and show Barry like, look, you can just push it open if you really want to get
Yeah.
out.
We'll even give him the key so that he feels
Right.
safe.
Yeah, Barry
Yeah.
puts it in his little coin pouch.
Good.
I love Barry.
Good.
Barry.
I'm gonna give him a blanket just for safety. It's like, here you go, buddy. If you wanna sleep.
You just keep giving this bear things.
Barry, you know what? Barry takes a blanket and he puts it over his head and ties it to make like a little disguise.
Oh, baby.
Yes. Love it.
Just in
Perfect.
case anybody notices it's actually him.
Mhm.
You know, not a different bear
Right.
with a
of course.
hammer.
Right.
Right, because Barry doesn't use a hammer. This is new.
Right.
Okay.
Right. This is Boro, the masked bear vigilante that wields a hammer.
I feel like if he's gonna be Boro, though, he has to have a drill, because boring.
Oh yeah.
Aoife, do you have a drill?
Not yet, but I could. I don't know. We could
Jerry rig.
find one.
Okay. So, you've got this wagon. Cars exist, so we'll basically just say it's. You know what? It's a pedal vehicle. You need to pedal it to move it.
I'm on it.
So that's how
Okay.
it works. Because otherwise you've got to have horses or something. It's like, you don't have horses. So the vehicle is self-propelling. You just need to pedal. Where do you want to go? Do you want to stop off at the port of employment, you know, for supplies and maybe check around there? Because you know, the McGraw not poaching business, their business address says port of employment, so
Okay,
you
sure.
can go check out there, or you can just head off somewhere else, wherever you think.
Yeah, we have to inform the next of kin.
Well, they're not dead; they're just unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh,
knocked
okay.
out in the middle of the woods.
No, we killed.
So I guess yeah, if Huntington hired them in the port of employment, he might still be there to wait or something. So we can check there at least.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't take particularly long. Maybe, you know, an hour at most to ride the little thing, like to pedal through. As you go through, you know, you see a bunch of other weird things in the forest. You know, it's basically filled with failed gladiators. You know, some have made little houses for themselves, living in trees. Unfortunately, you do come across like a few abandoned, you know, like pieces of armor or weapons and things like that, and you go, oh, that's a shame. They probably didn't last very long. But it's a very strange place, this forest. If you wish to interact with things, you may. If not, we can just focus on Barry.
I did have one thing I wanted to tell where, like, moving along. I wanted to, like you mentioned that the coach who like whatever, and I wanted to try to basically saw them off being like flintlock.
Okay, so you want to take the rifles and basically turn them into smaller firearms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, get some
the other
sawed-off
thing,
rifles.
is there ginseng in this forest? Because I can do stuff with ginseng.
Roll me knowledge nature if you have that. If not, it's just intelligence.
Cool.
I
That's
think.
a minus.
Or it might be wisdom. Let me double check.
If it's wisdom, I can do that.
I have knowledge nature if you want me to help.
Sure.
Well, that's 7.
Well, I know I can still roll wisdom, right?
I think
Yeah,
you can
it's
use
wisdom.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
I got a 9, so not too much better.
Yeah. No, sadly, you don't. You try looking around for it, but unfortunately, you can't seem to find any right away. You're fairly positive if you came back, and are more clear-headed and took more time, you could probably find some if you wanted to. Or failing that, maybe they've got some at market.
Maybe.
But you have to pay for that.
All I know is that I took a hit, and now I'm not at max HP.
Yeah. Obviously, a few of you took hits.
Who
Well,
took hits?
The captain.
Yeah, Captain,
Oh.
Barry, and that's it,
Barry.
I think.
Yeah. So yeah. So for what I want to do with the muskets, should I do like vent or like airing or something?
Let's do invent. Let's see what you get with that. Nat 1.
No.
Probably just because timing, I'll be doing it on one of them and trying.
Yeah, one is your experimental one, where, I don't know, you start trying to, like, saw it off, and you hit the gunpowder, in, like, what's the reservoir, and it just breaks it. You have unfortunately broken one of these weapons. But you've got another one, so
Yeah.
you can play around with that one later.
Yeah.
Manuel, Alice, and Viper, is there anything you want to do on this hour-long pedal wagon ride?
I want to try making a. Go ahead.
Since Barry has shown like a leaning towards like performance, I'm going to I'm going to start like making an act with Barry where I play and Barry does stuff. So like we can like tell interpretive like dance stories or whatever.
Cute.
It's gonna be it's super cute. And so yeah, I'm gonna get to like writing a song while Barry like figures out whatever story he wants to tell with his stuff.
Oh, you're letting Barry dictate the story?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And like I'll make the song like I'll come up with like a very basic like rhythm and like make it louder or like scarier sounding. Like I'll watch Barry and like if Barry is like being scary or like being like sweet or whatever, I'll like change how the song sounds. But yeah, we're coming up with like a little skit thing to do.
Okay, so Barry is going to stick to what he knows, to make it good. Yep. And Barry is going to tell the story of Barry the bear. And so it starts out as a small cub who just didn't get on with the other bears because all the other bears, they wanted to, when they would like play fight, they
this is a really good way. This is the Barry backstory episode.
Yes.
My second session already. We have a backstory. Just quick.
So, in Barry's backstory, all the other bear cubs and all of that, when they would play fight, they'd use their claws and their teeth and they'd wrestle. Barry really always enjoyed standing on his hind feet, and he would get sticks from trees, and he'd go, and the other bears didn't like that. They didn't like it, and they kind of went, no, don't do that. Don't have self-expression. Fall in line.
Oh no!
And one day, tragically, Barry was out. Barry didn't return to the cave one evening because he felt so bad because the other bears didn't like him. So he had his little stick, and like I don't know, like a pumpkin he found, and he was using that as a helmet. And he was training against a tree, and he heard a gunshot, and it came from where his his cave was, and he ran back on hind legs, ran back, and he found a poacher there, and not his family.
Oh.
And in a moment of pure rage and anger, Barry ran over and he used his stick to fend off this poacher, and the poacher shot Barry in the knee, and then Barry got taken. They didn't kill Barry because they were like, hey, this is different, this is unique. So they took Barry and they basically exploited Barry and used him for different kinds of gambling and entertaining and all kinds of horrible animal exploitation stuff, until eventually Barry managed to escape from that, and he got found by some gladiators, and these gladiators were really kind. There was a whole weird mix, there was a giant and there was a fish person, and they didn't care that Barry was different. They let him in. They trained him. They taught Barry how to use hammers and axes and shields, and he was a part of the collective. He loved being a part of the collective, and that was Barry's new family. And Barry started to enter the arena, and it was this huge big deal. It was a massive gimmick, and he caught the attention of Huntington von Bearstein, who he offered Barry lots of money and all the fish and salmon he could eat. And Barry was like, yeah, that sounds good, I'll do that. I like fish, and if I get more money I can help my friends back at the collective. That'd be great. And little did he know, Huntington von Bearstein is an illicit underground dealer of essentially mortal combat, and Barry was forced to fight against another person. I mean, this person wasn't there against their will. They chose to do this, and they were fighting, and Barry knocked him down, defended himself, and everyone was shouting, finish him, and Barry just couldn't do it, and so he ran away. Ran away into the woodlands, and has been trying to avoid being captured by poachers ever since. The sad One Piece music plays.
Wow.
Yeah.
Manuel is just sitting on top of the cage, having listened to this, and just those big tears just streaming down, and he's like, I'm so sorry, Barry.
Rose is also doing that, but is just still covered in blood.
Just
Shit.
Rose, I've just realized something. If you want to recover your hit points, you know what you could do? You could tie up the McGraw family and just have them strapped to the underside of a wagon and use the bleeding from them.
I don't
Jesus
think I have that
Christ.
feat.
Oh damn, you don't have that one yet. Never mind.
Yeah, that's next level.
Damn, so close.
That's
Yeah.
Well, basically,
gonna throw that out there.
plot twist. You're gonna level up at the end of this session, so.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll say, yes, I'm just just suck all the blood in.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do on this journey, or head to a port of employment?
I want to make a dial.
Yeah, roll the thing
An
you have to roll
event.
for that.
An event.
Oof.
A 24. Okay.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
I just remembered we had this discussion last time. You don't invent a dial. You take a dial you already have and you put it into something. So you embed it.
All right. Okay.
So what dials do you already have?
See, we never actually set a number. I was assuming I only had 4 or 3, honestly. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, let's say you've got 4. That sounds like a fair amount.
Alright.
So you had
I'm
your
just making-
axe dial. Do you have any preference on the other ones, or?
I'm honestly confirmed. I'm not sure yet, but this one I'm making a tone dial.
Okay. So what a tone dial does, that captures sound and can be used to make recordings.
Yeah, we're really gonna record him.
I kind of imagine that I would have a sound already, but I'm implanting like a squeaky noise sound every time I hit somebody.
Okay, yeah. So you have a recording of a squeaky sound, or you just get something. You know what? You get one of the McGraw brothers, and you just kind of like jab him in the stomach till he goes.
Perfect.
So
this is a keeper. This is a precious one.
yeah. So yeah, you easily beat the DC because for a tone dial, it's like.
It's actually it's only a 10.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to. Yeah.
For the smallest one, it's only a 10. What difference does having larger tone dial even do?
That one actually, it actually does do something. Having a tone dial for it's where is it? I just had it. A +1 for small, +2 for sonic damage.
Oh, okay. So you know what? Let's say this was normal sized instead of small, just for funsies. So now, you have the +1 damage from your axe dial, and now +2 sonic damage from the tone dial. That goes. So you now deal an additional 3 damage, basically, with every weapon.
That is hilarious.
So,
oh god.
There's that. Okay, I think that's everybody who's wanting to do stuff, unless I missed anybody.
Well, I mean, I already helped the captain with looking for herbs, so I don't know if I can do another thing.
Yeah, you can help do another thing. So that was captain's thing. You can do your thing.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna make another explosive.
Yeah, go for it. Someone should be concerned with how many explosives Agrius just makes.
Look, as long as Zagreus uses them against other people and is careful with them, I don't give a shit.
I didn't get to make one. Alright, it's alright.
Oh well. Next time.
Oh well.
Okay.
Alright, gods.
When I make a dial, does it just look like I'm playing with like a shell conch? Just for any other basic like for any other person, does it just look like I'm just look like I'm playing with like a basic shell here?
Yeah, dials are great because they are just seashells.
It's really good.
They just think I'm like, oh, she's just playing with some seashells. No big deal. Let her do her own thing.
And then one seashell starts going. Alrighty. You get out of the woods, and you very quickly come across, it's got large wooden walls built around it, like logs stacked up, and you see this quite active port. It's got guard posts for basic security, but they're not actively stopping and searching people. It's just okay, keep an eye out. But when you look inside, it's got dirt roads. It doesn't have like paved roads or anything like that. But there's quite a few buildings, a lot of inns and taverns and temporary housing, and then it's basically a single square with buildings dotted all around it. And this square is quite big, but it is filled with various market stalls. So it's people buying, selling, trading, all kinds of stuff. And then there's also they're not like people auctions, but not in like a slavery kind of sense, but it's kind of like a hey, here are our mercenaries, you can check them out type of deal. So they're consensual, agreed upon. This is a place to stand and show off your skills as a mercenary to try and get hired. So there's a fair few of them. And you just stroll on into town on your pedal wagon with a bear.
Nothing weird going on here. So.
I mean, the thing is, no one gives you a weird look. People are going, alright.
I mean, like, what would it? At this point, I think it's pretty normal and honestly for most places.
It really is. These people don't care.
Yeah.
They're
So-
used to much weirder things.
Are you looking for anything in particular? You purposely gathering information or searching, or are you just gonna
Well,
go,
we do
ooh,
wanna try to
look,
find,
shops?
We do want to try to find Huntington, or like, see if he's around here.
Okay. Well, either you can roll search to start looking around, or you can do gather information to start asking people around town if they've.
I think I have gathered. Let me check. And find research slot. Can I gather information? What? I guess I don't have gather information.
Oh, I think I have gather information. Gather information. Yeah.
15. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite easy. You know, you ask around, and I mean, do you have a particular line of questioning for asking around, or are you literally going, I'm looking for a dude named Huntington. Have you seen him? Like,
Let's see. So it's like, walking around going like, there's this guy, he's looking for a bear. Have you heard anything about this bear looking for guy?
in you get a variety of responses. You get some people, you get one fairly memorable person, quite young, very gaunt and slender. He kind of goes, I'm looking for a bear, but not that kind. But you keep asking around, and it's quite common knowledge that Huntington has been searching for this bear. So you get a lot of people going, oh yeah, Huntington. He's probably set up at one of the fancy inns or something. And someone will go,
How many fancy inns are there?
one. There's a lot of cheap inns, and then there's one fancy inn for the people who do the employing versus the people who get employed.
Gotcha.
So, what's a funny name for this inn? For snooty rich people.
It's the snooty rich people inn.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Gold Bucks McDucks.
All right. So yeah, someone goes, he's a Gold Buck McDucks, and they point you towards towards a very fancy looking inn on the northern side of town. It's not particularly subtle. It's a large gold painted building with a giant duck statue on top of it.
All right. So we are here at the inn. We're gonna. What's the plan?
Man.
Okay. So you approach you, and it has a doorman outside of it, who kind of goes like, "Excuse me. Are you sure you're the correct clientele? This is very. This is a very elite and private tavern for the wealthy."
I'll walk up to him and be like, yeah, we are here to meet with an employer of ours. You've probably heard of him, Huntington. Was it Huntington McBareface? What was his name?
Huntington von Bearstein.
Huntington von Bearstein?
Oh yeah, Mr. Burstein. Yeah, he's been. What?
As you can see, we have a bear, and we would like to collect what we're owed.
The bear.
I could have sworn it was the McGraw siblings that took that job. But
You know, they gave the contract to us. So.
Just look at our cart. It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Must be outsourcing.
Would we have this bear if we weren't supposed to have it?
Probably not. And I am not paid enough to care much.
All right. Well, can you just point us towards Huntington? I assume he's at a private room or a booth. Or something?
Yeah. If you go in and go down, you'll find him. He stands out. He wears a monocle and has a really pencil mustache.
The mustache, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
sure he'll
thank
be in a private back room somewhere.
Excellent. Thank you, James.
And where should we put our bear in the meantime?
Oh, I thought the bear was coming in with us.
Is the cage secure?
Yeah, totally.
I'll take your word for it.
As all of us
We're
answer
in.
way too quickly.
Excellent. We're in.
Yeah, just Manuel can carry the cage. It's fine.
So you step inside, and this place is okay. The only way I can accurately describe the lack of taste in here.
Right.
You'll have seen Donald Trump's New York apartment, right?
I can imagine it.
Painted gold
Right.
from ceiling to floor. All the bar stools are giant, over-the-top, gold-painted thrones with big red velvet cushions. It's gaudy. It's what someone who has no concept of style or taste thinks fancy would be.
Right. Exactly.
And you look around, you see a bunch of rich folk, and they're all there being rich and talking about being rich and smoking big cigars and laughing. And
Do any of them look at us and go, "My word"?
Yeah,
At least two.
at least two.
Can I aggressively stare back at them?
Just covered
Please
in
do.
blood.
Oh yeah. Can I roll intimidate for that?
Please do.
18.
Yeah.
Very tall lady being fucking just excuse me.
So, woman in gaudy, over-the-top fur coat, with a martini glass, cigarette in a holder, just goes, "Oh dear, ruffians!"
Oh, the vapors.
Oh. And as she says ruffians, she drops a martini glass, hand on forehead, and faints.
I mean, Rose could definitely make plenty of gals faint.
Heyo.
Dear. But you are being very actively stared at by all the rich folk.
I will stare back at them individually.
Every time you make
Lock
eye
eyes.
contact, they kind of go, and
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and they start counting
Manuel's
money.
just got
Go,
a bear
what do I
cage on
do?"
his shoulder, just
Yeah, you got the cage. I'm just busy getting Rooney to stop fucking staring.
If you look down the hallway, you see a bunch of closed doors, and it says private room or VIP. Let's say that. So you can head down there, or you can enjoy the fancy tavern. You can go and pay way too much for a drink that isn't very good.
nah, I think we'll just.
yeah.
I think we'll
Yeah.
just keep on. Keep on
Don't-
going.
Do you want to buy some whale eggs, some caviar?
So, what?
I I'm
I
good.
feel like
I'm fine.
yeah, I'm okay. I'm not hungry.
Do you got any drinks? Anything strong?
You, I, it,
It's
strong to them is not
overpriced. Come
gonna
on, Zagreus.
strong to them is not going to be strong to you, buddy.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
gonna be
say
like
I'm gonna.
swell. It's gonna
I
be
didn't say I'm
basically
gonna.
water.
I turned to the captain and I whispered. I didn't say I'm gonna pay.
Let's not cause more commotion than we need to.
We're pirates. I mean, come on. Isn't that
Wait,
what?
don't just
Yeah, but
shout back.
discretion is the better part of valor.
All
I wanna
right,
go
I'll save up.
to see like to the bartender and see like, and Alistair Faina, she looks young. She says, and she throws like a couple of pebbles up to the counter. Says, "I'll buy one drink."
The bartender, big, thick handlebar mustache, striped shirt, suspenders, just kind of goes,
Walrus tusks.
yeah, walrus tusks. Don't ask why. Just kind of looks and goes, that's a rock.
I'm failing to see the problem, sir. One drink, please.
We don't accept rocks as payment.
What? In this society, in this establishment, you don't take rocks? How dare you not take my currency, sir?
Alice, just come be with us.
I went over to Alice.
He walks away, disappointed with anger. Like,
You go ahead. You go first.
no, I'm just laughing.
I'd like to run over to Alice and whisper, "Hey, how about we go and steal some of their drinks with Anthony later, huh? What do you think?"
I just wanted to buy a cup of water. That's all I want.
I need to know the answer to this question. Do you think people take rocks for currency everywhere? Like, is that, or was that a joke?
Yes. Asking me as my character, asking me as me. Because my Alistair believes that rocks is a currency, as far as she knows.
No.
Where did you find these people?
Well, I mean, metal is just fancy rocks, right? If we really like go all the way back.
I mean, like, yeah, technically, but also that's just not the way things work, friend.
Who's to say?
But Alistair, there's something there. You're right about currency. Coins are just melted rocks. That's just turned into a coin. He's getting a bit
So what you're saying is I have to create metal coins with rocks.
Yes, you need to make it, and then he pulls out a coin, a gold coin, and he shows it. You need this rock, basically.
Okay, I have plenty of those coins things, but I don't use them ever.
Well,
I'd
people
rather
use them here.
The people are stupid. They should use rocks. Rocks are excellent.
Where did you come from that people just let you throw rocks at them and that's okay?
I mean, if you throw it hard.
I mean, typically I throw the rocks at them, and then they tell me to stop, and I tell them I'll stop if you give me what I want, and that's usually how it goes.
I'd like to see that happen right now.
Barney's so confused.
I'm slowly learning that if we want to do anything with society, these two are the
if you just want free booze, just say Huntington's paying for it.
Oh,
He definitely has a tab.
that would make sense. Yeah. Although,
That's why I walk down of things and say it's for Huntington.
So always say it's for hunting everywhere I want to buy a drink. Got it.
Well, no, not everywhere.
Everywhere.
Just here. just here.
So only here say it's for Huntington, but everybody else, I throw rocks. What you're saying?
Maybe
No.
rocks too.
don't throw rocks at people.
She puts like her hands. She puts her hands like together, like as if she's trying to think of this process. I see.
What is this? Okay.
She doesn't know the currency.
We're
She doesn't
actually
seem to understand basic concepts.
we're nearing the end of the session. So, how do you want to wrap things up? Like, what is the final thing we want to do for this session? Do you want to find Huntington's room and like kick the door open and someone say a badass line?
Yeah, kick the door open and say a badass line.
Yeah. So you go, you
Who's
find
got
the
a
room.
badass
You find the room. You kick the door open. In there, you see Huntington von Bernstein, sat in a big fancy chair, monocle on, being rich and exuberantly wealthy and just the worst. And he goes, "Who are you?"
Oh wait, I got a good line. You're about to get buried.
And then
I'm not
the
sure.
scene ends with the
But,
bear cage opening and Barry going, okay, that was...
Let's sit back, eat popcorns, and watch everything happen.
Alrighty, so with that, we're going to wrap up here today. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all as the Bardic Knock. One thing which has just happened, if you go over to my YouTube channel, the session 1 of the Marines game has just gone live on there. So if you need more ridiculous One Piece shenanigans, you can go and check that out. Other than that, that's me, Bardic Knock. Follow me in places, you'll get information. I stream stuff and am very gay. That's my deal. So underneath me we have Ashlyn. Ashlyn, do you want to remind everyone who you are and what you do?
Yeah. I'm Ashlyn, playing Aoife, and art for Universal Punk. This is the only stream I'm in, but I did the pirate logo thing. Yeah.
That's you always feel so nervous or like...
I'm tired.
That's fair. That's the biggest mood. Al, you weren't here for the beginning, so nobody heard who you were. Do you want to tell us all who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and if you have something witty or funny to say as a final comment?
I mean, my name is Al. I play Alistair Feynair. She's the most cleverest woman out there that you've noticed so far. She loves rocks. My Twitter handle is MaxSword23 if you want to follow me there. But for more weird and smart comments, if you want. But that's just it. That's just me. You can go on to the next person.
Then we have Jose, who is gonna stop existing when this stream turns off.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna hear from me again in 2 weeks when I just poof right back in.
Just exists again.
Do you have any clever or funny comment as on this entire session as something for people to remember?
I hope it was bearable, folks.
I get it. I see what you
I wish I'd made it a tiger now instead. You
I
can't
mean,
make it any-
I feel I gotta make rock puns. I mean, I love rock puns. I love rock related stuff. But now, like bears, rocks. God, what's next?
Noah, who are you? Where do I find you on the internet? And what hilarious comment do you have to make?
Well, I'm Noah. You can find me on Twitter and Discord at Oren Rune. And well, I don't have any funny. I do have hopes that next time we get to see Barry more in the actions, and maybe we can do a gladiator heist. Maybe I don't know.
I think there's good stuff coming next time that I can not make up on the spot. Lily, who be you? Where do I find you on the
Hi,
internet?
everybody.
And what hilarious thing do you have to say?
Yeah, so I'm Lily. You can find me places at Lilypad Nebula. Thanks for hanging out with us. Pun.
You need us to bear with you.
No, hope that ain't one. Look, it's difficult. I think I just need to pause for a sec.
No.
There we go. That'll work. Yeah, looking forward to next time. Pirates are cool. Be a pirate. Rip your shirt.
Yeah.
And finally, Persephone, same questions as I asked everyone else.
Hi, I've been Persephone. I've been playing Captain King Rose. You can find me at Persephone Hime on Twitter. And in the Welcome to the Party Discord, you can also find me on Hyperdrive, the First Ember, on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/new to the party. Bear joke. Wow, we've just barely started making our way into the world. I think I'm having a fun time.
And with that, thank you oh so much, everybody, for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe and happy adventures.